Curtis St. Paul Scrimmage. Physical, good contact, a lot of aggressive play, which is what you need. And I thought we challenged ourselves as well as them for conditioning, and I thought we held up pretty well. And you worry about that this time of the year. Make sure you're ready for that jamboree and then for the first game. But overall, I was pleased. We did some good things. We put the ball on the ground sometimes that we didn't need to, but that's what scrimmages are for. And also,
I was going to say, what are some of the good things that you saw that sort of stick out?
Here's what I tell our guys. We want to see who's going to hit, who's going to get hit, who's going to get up and make the next play. And across the board, whether you're a quarterback or whether you're a receiver, and a receiver that caught the touchdown pass and dropped a couple and he was really down on himself. He's a young receiver, and I had to make sure he understood the importance of getting it. Put the forget that one, get to the next play. And he made a really nice catch for a big first down for us. So that's what we try to get out of this scrimmage. And playing a team like this, you know you're going to have a good, well-coached team with a lot of class. And we just enjoy being here and playing against them.
And then what's the next step? Obviously, Jamboree's next week. What's the next step that you want to see your team take?
You want to try to find a way to eliminate some of the mental mistakes that you made. Now, part of that is just nerves. Just nerves. New starters. I got 4 new starters in the offensive line. I got a new quarterback and nerves. And I told them, I thought that as the scrimmage went on, we settled down, and we begin to execute what we're capable of doing. So what we want to have happen in this jamboree that's coming up is to eliminate those mental mistakes, make sure that our blocking assignments are sharp and crisp, make sure our alignment, we misaligned that first drive against St. Paul, and they took advantage of it, like a good team and like a good coordinator does. It wasn't that we hadn't looked at that, it's that we were a little nervous about it.
And Coach, what do you think about just the defense and how they played? I mean, it seemed like it came up with an interception at the end and got some stops, so it has to be pretty encouraging.
I was pleased with the defense. I really was. We held a couple of guys out of the scrimmage that I think will help us. So I thought overall that our guys responded well to that. That's what you got to have. You know, the thing that concerns me about the district that we're in is a physicality that we've got to play for 7 ball games, 7 weeks in a row. So you've got to have some backup people that can step up and make plays, and I thought tonight gave us an opportunity to see that.
Yeah. Reggie Johnson, this is probably his first big-time opponent he's played since becoming the new starter.
Yeah.
What have you seen from him tonight and how he took control of the offense?
Well, I thought he executed our offense as we progressed through. He was a little long on his passes, and that's just a matter of confidence. He's got to learn to keep paused and let the ball, get the ball playable to the receiver. But that takes time. You know, People can practice all you want to. You get in here against a different color jersey and you get pressure in your face. It's a whole nother deal.
And Coach, I know this is another year for you. I believe year number 55. Is that correct, Coach? Coming in.
If you say that, I'll go with it.
Well, let's just say it. But what makes you just motivated to come in, year out? What is it about you for your love for the game?
The whole deal. You saw it tonight. Anytime you are able to watch young people that'll come out and compete and work hard and learn and do the things that you ask them to do, that's what's fulfilling to me. It's not about wins and losses. Those things are good, but to watch guys grow as young men and to be able to respond in difficult situations, that's very, very rewarding to me.
Thank you, Coach.
Good.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
Joe.
I know this is a good way, a tough way to start, the season with the scrimmage against a team like John Curtis. Just what do you think just about the performance? I know y'all really hung right there with John Curtis, but I'm sure you're going to elaborate to some of the turnovers, correct?
Yeah, early, we had a turnover with the ones, but on that first drive we went and scored. We put together some nice drives in the scrimmage portion of it. I was real pleased with our first offense, and really our defense did a phenomenal job against always a really tough Curtis offense. So all of the ingredients are there, in the quarter portion of it. We didn't execute early, but certainly we had opportunities, to move the chains and gave ourselves a little bit chance at the end. There's a lot of things to clean up, and scrimmages, for us, we've been doing this for I don't know how many years, but I've always scrimmaged them because I know it's a measuring stick and knowing where you are and what you need to get better at. And there are a lot of things that we learned from this and need to get better going into another tough measuring stick against Rummel next week.
The one bright spot in today's scrimmage was the run game. The run game had, of course, Corey Corrales had about a 50-yard touchdown over here, and then Troy had a good little run over here. So what makes this rushing attack so special?
Both of them bring something different to the table. They both started as sophomores for us. Both are different style runners, but they've gotten stronger, they've gotten bigger, and they've been in a program now for this is their third year. So that experience and the confidence is starting to show. And certainly, we're looking for big things for both of them. And I was real pleased with our offensive line. We had to replace 4 offensive linemen this year. I thought they did a heck of a job against a really good Curtis defense. On the flip side of it, I thought our defensive line and our linebackers, our front seven, did a fantastic job against them as well. So there's a lot to build on going on from this point.
Yeah, and I know you talked about the defense, Coach, but I guess my next question now is just moving forward. What's just really the message of this group? I know you're telling you guys if you're going to win a state championship, you're going to have to go through a team like that. So what's just really the message of the team?
Yeah, and that's the message. And, you could see, early on how locked in those guys were, and we kind of lost a little focus. And, you got to stay locked in the entire game, to the last tick. And that's something we always preach to our guys, but it's also a lesson learned. More guys starting to think about something else, as the scrimmage is going on. But, I was real pleased with the effort. I thought we were real physical. Thought we got a lot out of it, but certainly a lot to work on going into next week and trying to clean it up.
All right. Thanks, Coach.